We've been getting bits of news trickling in throughout the day, and the latest is that Senator McCain is a yes. Does this get passed and passed today, Chair?
Well, it sounds really good. I would love to have it passed today and be able to go back to my district on the weekend and say, hurrah, we're one step closer to getting tax relief for the American people.
Ooh, still, that will come with a huge homework afterwards, resolving differences between the House and Senate tax bills. What do you expect to be the key sticking points?
Well, I think there are several sticking points there, but I do want to, before I talk about those, tell you that I think the good part is that a number of our pieces are very close. We have been working on this tax reform now for about 7 years here in the House of Representatives, and as you all know, we put out a draft copy a number of years ago under Chairman Camp. So we're that far ahead of the Senate, and the Senate is doing a lot of things that we are very similarly. One of those on the individual side is that we have 4 brackets. They have 7 brackets. They also do things a little differently on corporate tax. Ours is immediate, and theirs would be delayed a year, which we believe is not the right way to go. We want certainty. We want to see this economy boom. We're already hearing. I was listening to the markets just before I came on, and to see what the markets are doing to respond to what we're doing right here in Congress. And so we're very excited about it. Look, we'll take the differences. We'll take their good points and our good points, and then we'll take which one of them is the best, and that's what will be the bill at the end of the day.
Chairman Black, how do you feel about a trigger mechanism being part of this?
Yeah, I'm not as exactly on board as what the Senate might be on that. I actually believe the better trigger mechanism here is to cut spending. You know, that's something I've tried to do in my budget. We had the most conservative budget that we did in 20 years. A big part of that is changing the culture here in Washington, because that's not been done in a long time. And so I really want to look at the spending side. Look, I am all excited about what we can do with rallying the markets and rallying people with wanting to buy more product because they have more money in their pocket, but at the same time, you can't keep spending more than what you bring in. So on the other side, I'd like to see a trigger on the spending mechanism.
But it does seem like a trigger is a red line for the likes of Senator Corker and some of his colleagues. If that is the only way that this tax reform gets done, will you go along with that in the House?
I think that's yet to be seen. That's the reason why conference committees are so important, because there are a number of measures that will have to be negotiated back and forth, and this will just be one of them in the mix. And so we'll see what happens at the end of the day.
How committed is the House to keeping the state and local property tax deductions?
Yeah, well, I will say that is one that we believe with the members that are in those high tax states, that we have negotiated with them and tried to find a way that we would make sure that they weren't as injured in this measure as what was at the beginning by saying nothing, that at least we give those. And look, we really looked at the middle income. That's really where we wanted to be, to give the greatest tax relief. And so we believe in our bill that measure of the $10,000 limit was really something that would help those in the middle income, because that's really, after all, what we're really looking at.